This is the Poco X4 Pro 5G. The Poco X3 Pro was consistently at the top of our recommendation list because of its great value. Now that we have its successor, the Poco X4 Pro, will it live up to the X3 Pro's legacy? I'm Angie for GSM Arena, and these are the key features of the Poco X4 Pro 5G. The Poco X4 Pro 5G looks more elegant than its predecessor. It has flat sides all around and a slim profile which lend it a more upmarket look. Another upgrade is found at the front, where you now have an AMOLED screen instead of an LCD. The 6.6-inch AMOLED panel has a Full HD Plus resolution and up to a 120Hz refresh rate. Xiaomi is promising up to 700 nits of max brightness and 1200 nits of peak brightness. Media consumption should be great on the audio front too, since the X4 Pro 5G has dual speakers. It's nice to see that the Poco X4 Pro has NFC for contactless payments, and it has IP53 certification like last year's model. The Poco X4 Pro sports the Snapdragon 695 5G chipset and either 6 or 8 gigs of RAM. This is definitely one of the first downgrades we saw, as this chipset is hardly a match for the X3 Pro Snapdragon 860, especially in the graphics department where the previous phone was at least twice as powerful. Yet this time you get 5G, making it a more future-proof phone. The X4 Pro has a 5000 mAh battery, which is a little smaller than the one on the X3 Pro, but not significantly so. The X4 Pro also has a 67-watt turbocharger, which should get the phone from 0 to 70% in 20 minutes, and from 0 to 100% in 41 minutes according to Xiaomi. The phone launches with MIUI 13 for Poco on top of Android 12. The UI is fast and responsive and optimizes memory management and task prioritization, which should be beneficial for low to mid-range devices. The X4 Pro 5G comes with either 128 or 256 GB of storage and a card slot. And thanks to MIUI 13 advancements, storage speed should degrade only minimally as files pile up with months of use. The X4 Pro 5G has a new 108 megapixel main camera, an 8 megapixel ultra-wide camera, and a 2 megapixel macro cam. While the camera setup is missing the 2 megapixel depth sensor on the X3 Pro, it should more than make up for it with the new main camera that we can't wait to test out. The Poco X4 Pro 5G has a new 5G capable chipset, a new high-res main camera, and a new AMOLED panel. It launches at €300 for the base model, which is around €50 more than the Poco X3 Pro. So will the new features make this phone just as good a deal as its predecessor? We're gonna find that out after some in-depth testing. Subscribe so you don't miss the full review, and I'll see you guys next time.